What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Johnnie Candito 6-week strength training cycle show. Jeez, try to say that one 5 times fast. If you're new to the channel, first off, I want to say thanks for clicking on this video. You have great internet instincts and you've come to the right place if you're trying to learn about training for strength, sports, and aesthetics. Currently, I've been training using the Johnnie Candito 6-week strength training program, and I'm showing you how you can gain strength and how to run a program like this if you're some kind of an athlete. So with all that said, hit subscribe so you know every time I drop a new video. All right, so now on to week 3. Week 3 is definitely an interesting one to me. It's really like the quote-unquote switching phase or transmutation phase of the program. You, to be honest, don't really need to know what that means. Basically, in program talk, the transmutation phase, it means the program is switching from a volume block to an intensity block. Again, don't get so caught up in the differences between training block, cycle, phase. All of these things pretty much mean the same thing, so take it easy on the technicalities when you're learning about training. The important thing isn't that you know the definition of what a training block is. It just basically means one part of the program. A very basic way to look at it and easily understand way is to just break it down into 2 major parts. So a program like this can basically be broken down into a volume part and an intensity part. The volume part is the one where you give yourself the adaptation from the amount of volume, and the intensity part is the one where you realize that adaptation through intensifying the specific skill or movement and recovering from the volume. So in this case, in the Johnnie Candito 6-week program, the first 2 weeks could be classified as the volume part, and weeks 3, 4, and 5 could be classified as the intensity part, and week 6 would be your testing week. I don't really count that, and it doesn't really matter necessarily that one part is a little bit longer than the other, as long as you don't stray too far one side or another when you create your program, and in that case you would probably overtrain. The reason why I called week 3 the switching phase is because it's in this program, it's actually kind of in the middle. So let's say we had a graph of volume and weight on the bar, like this week would be the point where those 2 lines intersect. So for the week, weights for me were moderately heavy. The biggest adjustment I had to make between this week and last week really is just being more diligent in my warm-up and preparation for the deadlift. I kind of realized the same thing going into week 3 last time I ran the program. Essentially taking a week away from my regular stance deadlift, I kind of just was assuming it would be feeling smooth as I went through my regular warm-up. And to be honest, that's kind of a little pro tip. Like, if something doesn't feel right working up in weight, you don't have to keep adding weight to the bar as you warm up. Like, say you're doing 275 and you work up 135 for 10, then do 185 for 3, and you walk away from the bar like, that didn't feel as smooth, or I'm not feeling as locked in as I should be, form's off, something's going on. Do that warm-up set again. It's one thing to go through your routine, but the thing is, there are outside variables that we kind of can't control that we need to be able to say, okay, hold on, let me make a quick adjustment, slow myself down, and think about my cues, my setup, all that stuff. But I mean, as for me, aside from it feeling a little off, like watching the video now, it didn't move as bad as I thought. And a lot of times that is the case for me too. It was 375 for 6s on deadlift. Then on Thursday, I hit sumo 315 for 8, which was feeling pretty fine, I'd say. I hope you guys like me throwing in the athletic stuff in the videos more, doing the box jumps and the hurdle hops. This week, I didn't include them, but last week I had the weighted split squat jumps in the video, and I forgot to talk about them. Those are a movement I really like, and you're going to see a little bit more during the winter in place of doing the depth jump scoop toss with the medicine ball outside, just because, I mean, I don't have room to do them in my basement. So besides that, bench was 195 for sets of 6 on Tuesday. Then on Friday, I capped the sets at 4 reps with 200. Still trying to keep reps on in the tank on bench, pretty much. Just otherwise, I mean, I'm still feeling great though. Like this week, it really couldn't feel better through this week, and that's kind of it. Really quick, I just want to say thank you guys for watching and following along. Please don't be afraid to hit me up in the comments or on social media if you have questions. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe to stay tuned for more content. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.